Hey friends, in this video I want to share with you the misunderstood mindset of money. We're going to take a look at some thinking patterns of highly successful people, compare those to some highly stressed people so you can see why it's true that the less you work, the more you make. All right, here we go. Now, what I have pulled up in front of me here is the thinking pattern of a small business owner. Now, this person prides themselves on getting things done. They pride themselves on being an achiever, the kind of person that can take action and check things off the to-do list and just go get them, right? But when we pull them aside afterwards, they say, you know, truthfully, every year I keep making the same amount of money. I'm doing all I know to do, but it's not leveling up. And it's frustrating because I'm doing all I know to do. Also, my to-do list, it always has more on there than I have time to get done. I've tried working harder and faster. It doesn't seem to make a difference. And I am just frustrated. I don't know what else to do. Well, notice for this individual, the way their brain solves problems, you see that middle column there under doing, taking action. Their brain solves problems by taking action. The best way to get results for their brain is to take action. Action equals results, right? But the problem is when you spend your time doing something, your business is falling behind. And the reason it's falling behind is because you didn't spend a block of time building a system to support you, and you didn't spend a block of time building people to support you. So you're going to be on the hook to do the work again tomorrow. And you can't solve a bad strategy with stubbornness. That's why this individual is so stressed. They're working harder and faster, but they're not actually making a difference. Let's take a look at the opposite of that. Now, this here that I have pulled up on the screen is the mind scan, a picture of the thinking pattern of a very successful individual. This particular person owns 3 businesses. They work about 10 or 20 hours a week. They're constantly giving back to their community, very involved with their family. They always have more than enough money. They always have more than enough time. It seems like they have the golden touch. Now, notice how their brain solves problems. The way their brain makes a difference in the world is by, see that column on the right is up very high, showing their brain values systems. And on the left, the column's up very high, showing that their brain values people. Notice that middle column is really low, taking action. And that's kind of weird because you would think that the more action you take, the more results you get. But as we looked earlier, the stressed individual is the one who's out there taking action. The person who works less but makes more, who always has enough time, who always has enough money, they don't look at getting things done by taking action. They look at getting things done by building systems and people to support them. And that's why it's true that the less you work, the more you make, because you're causing things to happen as opposed to hustling your way into things happening. The thing is, a breakthrough in your business first happens as a breakthrough in your thinking. And until we get that cleared up, you're likely to just keep hitting the same obstacles, right? Don't have enough time, don't have enough money, you weren't able to do that, can't outsource this. The only reason we hit those obstacles is because there's something about it that our brain hasn't seen yet. Once we get them mapped out on paper, we can see exactly where the blind spot is that's been holding that individual back so that we can get it cleared up and they are free to go to the next level, taking the product and service, reaching more people, and making a bigger difference. But I know that a lot of what I've just shared probably sounds like snake oil, right? And that's why I'm not asking you to believe me or take my word for it. If you have any questions, just try it out for yourself and see if you think this way of thinking, this way of solving problems is a good fit for the way that you do business. If you have any questions, I hope to help however I can. Take care, my friend.